Hi everyone. Welcome in. I'm Maggie of maggiesbliss.com, and here is your collective reading today. So I'm just doing a little virtual smudge because it's always good to do a little virtual smudge for you guys, and for me, can never get enough. So lots going on, right? I missed you guys during the full moon. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to come live with you guys and do a quick, even a short meditation. I do plan to record something, so here's my plan. So here's your collective reading, getting there. But here's my plan is a friend has introduced me to some really cool healer codes, and I wanted to do a quick very short, like 6 minutes, because that's what the requirement is, or the request. Six minutes, 3 times a day. So I thought, I love sharing my version, right? So I've already, and Topanga's already saying hi. So I've already, if you can hear my doggy, I've already recorded the singing bowls for the session. It was just something I was just called to do. I just pulled all my singing bowls onto my bed and said, let's go. I want to just feel the healing magic. It's for me, and I don't know how many people out there have enjoyed sound healing. It is next level. As you know, I've been doing it for years, and my quartz singing bowls and my tuning forks are like the main ones that I always go to, as well as my drum. Sound healing is powerful, physically healing, meditative, so it's really getting you into that beautiful state for less stress, as well as to connect to the divine. And less stress means less issues happening in your body. So as you know, I love meditation, so meditate. Now, so I'm hoping to record that soon, and that's for you to do and to work on your own personal healing, but you can also do this for other people. So we'll get into that. But thank you, neighbor. And I'm so excited for another inspired meditation to share with you guys. They always just, it gets channeled in and says, go do it. And this one's like, I've been experiencing it and like leaning into it, and now I want to share it. So yeah, that'll be cool. So I have some cards today. I haven't used this deck in, I don't even know, a couple of years. And then I was going through, I have in the bench I'm sitting on, I have a ton of my decks. I'm a collector. I just collect all the ones that I'm called to, all the ones that just say, yes, go get that one too. Because you just never know, the inspiration, the message you need to hear, it could come from anywhere. So I have this deck, which is Daily Guidance from Your Angels, one of Doreen Virtue's old decks, and Angels Inspired. And the other one that I haven't used in quite a while that I love, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this deck. I forgot that I had it. So Super Attractor, Gabrielle Bernstein. So that one of my favorites. So this one, it was just very much so like divine to do and use this deck today, because I don't know about you guys. I posted a few days ago that the Gemini full moon on the 27th, so Monday, it was at 2 a.m. My time. I'm in Mountain Time or Arizona time. We don't change the time. no time here. Like, we're not shifting every 6 months or whatever it is. This Gemini full moon really ushered in a breath of fresh air. And let me tell you, I knew it was coming. And then when I wasn't like really like tuning into it, but just like embracing whatever the energy is. And for me, like that, this full moon really brought in so much just breath of fresh air and just relaxing, but manifesting. It was just like this Oracle deck, Super Attractor. It's like bringing in that super attraction energy. It really is. So like, it's like we did all this shadow work, right? September, October, and we're leaning into, hello from Massachusetts. Hi, Gina. I'm so happy to see you. And I'm so happy to have rediscovered the other part of my obsession every day is hiking on the Red Rocks, as you know. And I go to this other part of a trail that's near my house that overlooks the the beautiful Red Rocks of Cathedral Rock, and beautiful tall trees. And it's just autumn right now for us, right? I'm sure in New England it's like pretty much barren, but autumn takes a little bit longer to come into Sedona. We're hotter a little longer, but Lots of leaves falling, and I'm just sitting there and just like, oh, it's like I'm in Rhode Island again. Because I would always walk this special bike path by the river. And if you guys have been staying with me for that long on my personal account, I was always, and I still am, always posting my daily excursions outside. So many amazing memories. Oh, you're going to come back. Yes. So many people tell me they're coming back to Sedona next year. So I'm like giving them all the tips. I'm joining them for some vortex fun. And remember, guys, and I'm getting to your reading. Remember, guys, I have a guy here who loves taking people to the top of Bell Rock for free. So he's taken me up there several times, and I have a friend who's coming in February, and we're all going to go up again in February. And I have other friends coming in April. My birthday's in April. So, hey, I mean, like, whenever you're coming, just let me know and let me see if I can join you on the fun, because I just love the magic, obviously. So, the breath of fresh air with this full moon in Gemini, it's ushering in this extra intense, like, manifesting. Like, the second I think of something, even like just simple little things, right? And then it happens, I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to have to, then I piggyback off of that and say, now I need to wish for something bigger. Because, you know, I'm so glad you're feeling it too, Gina. So, with the, I was guided to pull 2 cards from the angel deck. And these are very much so beautiful guidance. So they flow into each other. And this one is, I love this because now I need to pull out the other deck I have that came from Sedona, from Angel Valley, when it was called Angel Valley. I don't remember if they kept that name. They just reopened this year with a new management, new owner. But this is the cover right here with the wings and the heart on that deck. So I'll have to pull that out next time for you guys. But here it is. This is the first card from the angel deck, and it says, see only love. See only love. And that's, I'll read the tiny words for you too. They're tiny for me. But it's about truly seeing beyond, right? And this is what came to me yesterday, even like just from, I don't know why, in the shower, right? Because the water and everything, beautiful conduit energy, you can channel a little easier when you're near water or by water, in water. So that's a great tip for you guys. So there's this awesome song by Paradigm. I believe their name is Paradigm, or the song is called Paradigm. I forget. But it's saying the sun still shines behind a closed mind. And even if, right, behind the clouds, the sun's still there. Behind all the shit that someone might be showing you or forcing you to see, or just even if it's subtle and you're like, oh, they're lost, or like whatever it is, even if it's tiny, like, the light is still there. The wisdom is still there. The being, there is an awareness beyond the awareness, or beneath the awareness, you want to see it that way. And that's your light, your soul, and it's always there. So see only love. And when you're, so it's funny because I usually see the brighter side of things, the silver lining, oh, this is why that person did that. I understand. Doesn't mean I excuse it, but I understand it. But give them the benefit of the doubt, because sometimes what we think is the reason they did something isn't always as malicious as we made it out to be. And it could be just something like simple, or like a perspective they had, and it wasn't malicious in intent at all. So this is just a reminder to like give them the benefit of the doubt, see only love in people, in experiences, in like this rare cloudy rainy day in Sedona. Very rare, which makes me happy because it's nice to have a cloudy day once in a while, but I'm happy to have sun most of the time. But it's rare. So when it's cloudy and icky, see the bright side. Like me, I was like, I'm going to my favorite place anyway, even though it's like overcast. And sometimes that brings low energy. That's why like there's a lot more depression with people who have like more often than not a cloudy sky in their area, like Scotland, or like where it rains a lot in Seattle, Washington, or wherever. So try to see the good. It's raining a lot, so you're going to have those sunny days. You're going to have beautiful green, like more green than you would see maybe in Sedona, right? You're going to have this green, growth and just beauty on those beautiful days. The plants need it, the trees need it, and the trees are living and they're breathing and expelling, right? And when they exhale, we inhale. When we exhale, they inhale, and it all works together, and it's beautiful, and it works around the world. Like those rainier places are needed for the sunnier place. Like there's a balance. The universe always balances itself out. But see only love. And here's the rest of the message. Oh my gosh, can I read it? Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person. They mean well, right? Most of the time, your family, your friends, they mean well. Even like maybe they're trying to help and you're like, no, it's not what I want. But they mean well. So see that loving embrace that they were trying to offer you, right? And just thank them and say no thank you if that's where you are, right? So your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in in undreamed of ways. Whew, sorry guys, I couldn't read that. It's a little dark in here now. I meant to go on earlier, it just didn't work out. I was so busy. The next one is life purpose. I'll show you the image in a second. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. So like oftentimes you're like, oh, but what am I meant to do? And how can I, express my light and my love? Just right. I've been trying my best these past like several months, even more so than ever before. It's just surrendering, because things never go on schedule anymore. And just surrendering to like what is and what I can offer. And if it's not exactly what I thought it would be in a moment, it's something else. So like, you know what? Focus on what you can do and just do it well. Do it so that it makes you feel good. And then you spread that vibration. You're embracing that vibration goes out there. And oftentimes that's how it spills into the next thing. That's like, oh yes, this is totally like the thing that I was meaning to do this whole time. And all I have to do is, just surrender to the moment and allow that life purpose to flow to you rather than fighting to grab it. Sometimes there's a balance in the grab and the push-pull. And the final card is the Super Attractor card. Here's the back. I just love seeing the different designs. I'm a graphic designer, of course I do. Instead of worrying about the future, it's almost similar to what that little flub, similar to the previous card with your life purpose. But instead of worrying about the future, I know, this is your affirmation, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. So, and I showed you this guy, right? Just want to make sure. Life purpose guy. All the people surrounding him, just really studying hard, but it looks like he's not enjoying the group around him, although twofold, it's angels giving him guidance. So enjoy the moment, give up service, and the inspiration will flow to you. Don't pull too hard at it, just allow it to be there. And then again, I want to read this one more time because this is your affirmation. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Be present. Allow yourself to be present in that moment. So then you flow. You see the love in all things at the core. You allow the flow of what is in the moment for your life purpose to just be what it is in every moment. And then your heart's desire, it's always at your heart. Your compass, right, is your heart, your bliss. So it will flow. And then all is well in the present moment. So some other things really quick that I wanted to mention when I was on, at Khaleesi Rock, at the beautiful trail, just sitting in the middle of the river. The river's low enough where I was able to sit in the middle on a red rock, and it was just flowing around me. It was so cool. So it is that way for a little while. It probably won't be that way in spring when it kind of gets extra high. But but for now, I'm enjoying being in the middle of the river and just the flow of, and I don't, if you go to my personal account, you see a ton of videos of me sharing the pictures and the videos of the river, because the sound of water is so healing. Being near water is so healing. So that's like an extra message. Go to the water for you guys if you can. Cold or warm, just enjoy a little extra of that. If you can't go there, you can in your house. Have a bath, have a shower, enjoy. But the angels showed up to me again. Angels as tall as trees. So when I offer the Muniki rites, there is the Earth Keeper's rites that comes in, and that's the luminaries, the luminous ones that are angels as tall as trees. So I go to Bell Rock a 3 years ago now, I guess, and I'm sitting at like past Buddha Beach. Buddha Beach is actually a flat red rock that people stack stones and do their meditative process, and then the river will come in and overflow and wash it away. Past Buddha Beach is an actual like little beachy open area that I've been able to find now across the river on the other side, which is really cool because they're like it connects on my end of town. So I was there a few years ago, and there were tons of people there for chanting and ringing this high-pitched bell. It was a high-pitched chant, high-pitched bell. They were Asians, and most of them, and they were just chanting this beautiful. I was just like, oh my gosh, can I just bear witness and listen to this magic? And then I was just called to go walk in the water. It was warm enough, so I walked into the middle of the river, and I was just standing there listening to the chanting, listening to the water, and then right there, an angel was right there at the river, and they're there, and like I'm feeling this extra strong energy sharing with you guys right now. They are there, and they are there with you always. They're stronger, and you can connect to them more out in nature, but they're with you no matter what. You are a part of nature, so even when you're inside, they're there. But it's easier for you to feel them and to be around when you're out in nature. It's just easier. It is for me. Maybe different for everyone. But they were there, and they are sending healing attunements to your palms. And when I do this healing code, my kitty's running around me. I don't know if you saw him. He's so cute. He's like, what's going on over here? He usually gets a tiny bit of outdoor time. I walk around with him, and then we come back in. It's just like a few minutes. He loves his outdoor time. So he's like, I'm ready. It's my time to go outside. So they're sending you healing energy in your palms, and warm, loving, healing energies from the heart. And you really, really feel it at the heart center, which expands. It's the portal to the entire universe, the center of your entire being. It expands and heals you. So much is happening in your life. I'm reading my notes when I was there at the river right this week. So these are some notes. So much is happening right now. So much magic in your life. Now that we've gotten over, shadow season and some extra galactic alignments and retrogrades. And I know, I'm sorry. Mercury is going to be retrograde December 13th. It's okay. It's meant to be 3 to 4 times a year. And remember, like most of the time, once in a while, not so much, but most of the time it's extra productive. If you're procrastinating, it's gonna say, nope, now's the time. You're not going to get away with procrastinating anymore. You're going to do this, this, and this. You're going to check off the list. It's very productive. But sometimes it can be too much. Maybe you procrastinated too much. So, right, that's on all of us. But it's the communication planet Mercury. So the energy will kind of get a little wonky around retrograde time. You just work at it, but you make sure that you check everything 3 times. And when you're talking, work on communicating after a breath. Not before the breath, not during the breath, but after you take a breath. So you can really formulate your thought. And Topanga's barking, so she agrees. And then, but for now, we're still basking the glow of that full moon, heading towards the new moon, which is Sagittarius, but that's like a week and a half away. So for now, we'll get to enjoy some of that intense, beautiful, heightened manifesting energies. Increasing healing energies as well. And I was hearing tones when I was out there, like my singing bowls. So I was receiving in that way. And so again, another confirmation for me to share that with you, the 6 minutes of meditating. The angels fly around infused in all. They bring you angel hugs, support, love, gratitude, and compassion. So these are the words that came specifically. Now's the time to rest. We're heading into winter in the Northern Hemisphere. So for the Northern Hemisphere, it's a time of rest. When the Southern Hemisphere is heading into summer solstice, so they're gearing up. They're getting ready to get active again. But right in spring, and then they're gonna, you know, get all sorts of magic in the sun for summer. But here in Northern Hemisphere, with winter solstice coming up on December 21st, it'll be in the evening, a Thursday night. I believe that's a Thursday. Yeah, it is. I hope I can go live with you on winter solstice too. It's my intention. So let's see. I don't want to promise because sometimes it happens, but then, right, so it's saying rest. Still kind of percolate what's going on. So you start, the manifestation process starts with you getting creative within and imagining, okay, when spring comes and summer comes, what am I creating next? What part of my gift of service is flowing through me? And sometimes that rest starts with writing, journal. Get out your gratitude journal, because now's the time to be grateful for all the good things and to show others where that gratitude is within us for them and how much love we have for them. Now is the only time we have. So do that. And I'm going to hold on to the next thought for another reading, because that one is not for right now. So remember, see only love in all things, all experiences, and you attract more of that to you, right? Your life purpose is in flow. So you don't have to pull to grab at it and wonder. Just give where you are right now, and it will flow to you more easily. In that way, you're just open. And remember your affirmation. I'll read it a third time to you guys. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. So if you have an amazing rest of your Thursday, the rest of your week, whenever you're watching. From my heart to yours, namaste. And Mune.